Hello you, I'm Daniel, this is Chris and you're watching The Superhero Show, a load of old tut that lasts for about 10-15 minutes, stay with it. Now this week we're going to be talking about Batman, yet again, because something kind of happened this week.
Yeah, the Batman TV series, the Origin TV series Gotham, we got a 2-minute trailer dropped earlier in the week, and also the show's creator, Bruno Heller.
He's been giving it all that.
Yeah, he did an interview. So, Rich, hopefully you're playing the trailer while we speak. But, yeah, we liked the look of the trailer, didn't we?
Yeah, actually, mixed response on Twitter. I got up in the morning, so it went out on the States time, and some people were saying, it looks absolutely terrible, and so I watched it a little bit hesitantly. I think it looked better than I was expecting it to anyway.
Mean and moody was what I got from it, which is what I was hoping for.
Is that a character?
No, there's Fish Mooney is a character in it though. But yeah, that's what I was hoping to get from it, and that's kind of what we saw. It looked, I like the way they set up the Penguin's character.
Yeah.
I don't know, we liked it, but equally, the showrunner did an interview with EW this week, in which he said some things that got us talking in the office. He said of Gotham, visually, Gotham will surpass the Batman movies. He talked about Chris Nolan's movies, saying they were visually stunning, but not particularly visually pleasurable.
Yeah.
So
what is he smoking?
I don't know. He was obviously asked about it, but I just would have avoided those comparisons at all costs if possible.
Yeah. So he doesn't think the Christopher Nolan films look particularly exceptional.
Yeah.
I would disagree with that.
We'd have something to say about it. Wally Pfister would have something to say about that.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan and his team I think he does have a bit of an eye. I don't think I think he is a visual filmmaker. Some of the shots with Batman, like standing on top of the buildings, the sweeping camera, the silhouette against the nightscape.
Iconography all over the place.
Yeah, I think they're great. But he's making these very big claims. Why is he doing this? Is he a bit crackers? Or is he just is he hubristic? Is he trying to just big up his show, get interest, conversation?
Well, I think he genuinely believes it, to be honest, if you read the interview. And that's cool. You know, I'm happy to have an open mind. But what do you think? Do you think he's the one that's brought it up? Do you think this TV show could kind of be compared with the movies? Could it be better?
Well, it could be. It could be. Like, I don't want to stay right now because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen the Nolan films, and you probably have as well. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So it could be better than them. But that would be really, really difficult. I think, obviously, the last 5-10 years, our expectations of a TV show have increased, incommensurably. Like, what you can do in a TV space now is way beyond what you could do 20 years ago, in terms of production value, making it, quote unquote, more cinematic, having bigger stars in a TV show. So it does have a lot going for it. It's not going to be the Batman TV show of the 60s for certain.
No.
They are very grand claims that could backfire. But he's creating buzz around the show, which you would do if you want to hype it up ahead of it coming out later in the year.
And he has got a good TV director in Danny Cannon.
Yeah.
The guy did amazing work on CSI. But equally, he's kind of going up against Christopher Nolan, who is one of the great directors of our generation, of our time. And equally, Danny Cannon has entered the superhero fray before. In 1995, he did a little film called Judge Dredd.
So
that could set alarm bells ringing. Although since then he has upped his game, but not a great superhero.
So should we be positive about and optimistic about Gotham, or negative? I think there's things going in its favour and things against it. For one, I think it could work really well on TV, because I think there is a kinship between comics and TV.
Yeah,
they're both serialised dramatic forms.
Yeah.
Will do well on mini arcs, bigger arcs, week-to-week cliffhangers. I think that all fits in really well with comics and TV.
But how contrived is this going to have to be, though? Because that trailer is just based on the first episode, in which almost everyone's crossing over right from the word go.
I don't know. I think a good pilot episode, you either tell a very isolated story as a one-off, or you try to basically lay down all the elements.
Sure.
So I think you go one way or the other. Obviously, they're trying to establish everyone very quickly. But I think week to week, you could just do isolated cases. And we talked about this with Daredevil a few weeks ago. And I think Daredevil is going to work really well on TV, because it can kind of inhabit a long-running, well-established TV genre, which is courtroom drama. So many courtroom drama, legal shows out there. It's fine, you just put them together. There's kind of a DNA overlap there. And same with Gotham. you know, is there any TV genre that's more done than detective mystery genre?
Well, I was going to say this might be more accurate to the origins of Batman, in that maybe the Nolan films got away from that, but he started off in detective comics. He is like the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
This is going to be a police procedural. It might not be Bruce Wayne doing the detecting, but nevertheless, like, it might take it back to its roots.
And there's something about that works really well on TV, like an hour-long show format. There's something about just the form of TV, the way it's structured with advert breaks and having the structure of an hour-long TV show that's really suitable for detective mysteries. I don't know whether they're going to go down the mystery route or not, but I think they should. Having
seen Heath Ledger's Joker, though, that kind of came out of nowhere, the character in the movie, do you want to see a Joker origin story now?
I don't know. I think another thing going in its favour is the fact they've said, unlike the Netflix Marvel TV stuff, this is going to be its own continuity. So it's not going to have to tie into the DC cinematic universe. In which case, I don't mind seeing another take on the Joker if it's done differently. And more importantly than anything, if the story warrants it. If the TV show is stronger in season 2 and 3 to introduce the Joker and do something with it, well, fair enough.
He did mention, he was asked about the Joker, and he did say he will be brought in with great care and a lot of attention. He's going to be more Heath Ledger than Cesar Romero. But like I say, all of these people are real people with feelings and emotions and history and parents, and we build from that. So we'll get him at some point if the show's successful. He was talking about 6 or 7...
That's kind of weird. That's kind of contrary to Heath Ledger's Joker, where everything is steeped in mystery. And even in The Dark Knight, every time the Joker spins his origin story, unlike other superheroes have a very definite origin story, each revision is different. He constantly revises his own mythology. So you kind of, one way, if you introduce the Joker, you don't want to fill in the backstory, because I think that detracts for the power of the Joker.
Yeah, Michael Keaton did that a little bit, and it was one of the weaker bits of his original Batman movie, I thought.
I think it's got a lot going for it, but there's also reasons to be sceptical.
Yeah, and I hope they can avoid these kind of comparisons down the line. I wouldn't be bringing up the Nolan films in this way. But equally, Nolan was given time. Batman Begins was a brilliant film, you know, when it came out, but he really upped his game for The Dark Knight. He was given time to find his feet with that, and I really hope that this show is given time to find its feet as well. And it's because TV is such a cutthroat industry now.
American TV in particular.
You know, will it get cancelled? You know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sounded like it almost got cancelled before that was able to find its feet. So let's hope this one's given a real chance.
Yeah, I think that's obviously it's a great obvious comparison with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which constantly is in the shadow of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and people they know it happens in the same continuity. So I think the expectations for it to tie in each week are really high up, which creates a massive logistical nightmare in terms of scripting and shooting and all that sort of stuff. That's where I think this show having its own continuity could be a really great strength for it.
Yeah, cool. Well, when's it airing, Dan?
Fall.
Well,
the kind of 2014-2015 American TV season.
Yeah, so
I don't know about that. I'm English,
but I guess I'm sure we'll be talking about this a lot more as that date.
Yeah,
goes.
And if you've got any new thoughts on Gotham after all the stuff that came out this week, contact us at IGN_. What is it? What is it? It's IGN_UK feedback at IGN.com.
It's
just on the screen. Yeah. Just do that instead. It's easier. But until then, we'll see you later.